We're gonna be flipping some houses today. Specifically yours. Watch out. We will be Jack the Flipper. Hello. Wow. Getting right off with the catering. Thank you for purchasing House Flipper Garden. Good job. Now jobs have appeared in your inbox. You paid for them. I don't know if you can call that a job, but oh well. I just started the game. Check the new stuff you got with the luxury DLC. Yes, I bought the bundle. You don't need to remind me. I can mow the lawn. That looks awful. Can I make this worse? I'll do a smiley face. And there we go, a happy face. I know from photos posted on Face Spam, skirting around the copyright, that my ex-boyfriend broke into my house, made a huge mess, and stole the radiator. Are you sure that wasn't me? I am desperate to get a few funds. I would ask you not to inform the police about the whole matter. I will settle it myself. Oh, someone's gonna die. And we will assist. How long were you on the business trip, Sarah? It's open and oh god. You're saying the boyfriend did this. Are you sure you didn't just leave a mess and use that as an excuse? Wait, can I? Oh, this will be our mark. Jack the Flipper sends his regards. There we go. You can barely see it through the jungle that is this garden. Ah yes. Cleaning. Let's try to do the minimal amount of trash and put all of her stuff outside. Let's put the TV in the bathroom right next to the tub. Oh, that's never gonna stay clean. But it's apparently never gonna work either. Fridge. I'll put it by the radiator. It'll turn into a microwave because they don't have a microwave. They do have an oven. This will be the grill. What is this? The secrets. Can I blackmail Sarah? I know what you did. We'll send her a picture on FaceSpam through her ex-boyfriend's account. There we go. Job well done. You completed 70% of the job. And you know what? That's a C. Can I put my laptop outside? I don't need my office anymore. This is my ideal workspace. I will pay you if I am fully satisfied or you get nothing. Winter is coming. The winters are hard and there are no radiators in my house. Mount them. Alright. In what world can you have like a fully furnished house? Perfectly clean, pristine, and yet there are no radiators. I feel like this is a money laundering scheme. Baby crib, winter is coming. Baby needs warmth. Survival. Okay, this child will need some place to go to the bathroom. Diapers will be in short supply. They need food. We'll put that across the sewer in case they spill anything. Sink. Fridge probably has like a tap on it. No it doesn't. Oh well, it probably has bottled water or something. Wait, in what world would you make the door swing this way? Home designers, I'm on to you. Bad home design. Projector screen. There we go. I think baby has everything they need to survive. Once again, job well done. I can't get through. Hi there. My beautiful wife is finally pregnant. We're 100% sure that it's a girl. You don't need to tell me that. But okay, we'll make them regret trusting us. You bought a new house. Couldn't you have bought a clean one? Did you just not look at the listing? I mean, admittedly, the outside looks perfectly fine. I have no idea how the inside is so terrible. Oh, this is the baby's room. Kid's gonna have to clean their own room. I mean, you can tell this is the kid's room. I'll do literally everything else and see what the minimum amount I can do for the kids' room specifically is. 98% clean. Well, this is my completionist nightmare. Oh, is it the window? Alright, clean. Negotiation. I want to do less work. What's the minimum I can do? I need to paint. This is a job well done. Let's get a baby cot and put it in the minefield of trash. We need a bookcase. Child will not be escaping. Logically speaking, placing it here might be smart in case the baby rolls off. So we'll put it right next to it. And that's a job well done. They're giving me 4,000. That's pretty good. I've robbed them from their life savings and ruined their life while at it. They're gonna be so busy with the baby, they can't report me to the police. That's how it works. Look at that. Clean. Vastly improved. Clean. We'll show them the pictures of every other room. Bonjour, can you please paint some of the walls in the living room? Amaranth? The remaining walls should look stunning in grey. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you please replace the broken electrical socket? These are two very different jobs. But okay, I'm gonna be like a sim and just get myself electrocuted. And then I can haunt them. Oh, imagine that. You hire someone, you're like, hey, sorry, I'm on a bit of a tight budget. I need someone who's affordable to do this job because I really need it done for the safety of my household and my children. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I can do exactly what you need. And then I die. Even if I don't come back as a ghost, that's gonna haunt them for the rest of their life. And just in case I can't haunt them, I'll leave like writing in blood, blaming them, to make it seem like I'm haunting them. Could I wire this wrong? So whenever they plug something in, it's gonna completely, like, combust? We can't sell things, unfortunately. But we can ruin them. Put it right by the drain. And now, unfortunately, we have to paint. Can we just not do any of the amaranth? All the other rooms are still white. So you step in here and you've sunken into the void. Job done. We didn't do any of the bright colors. Walls to knock down. I would also like to have several walls demolished in my house. Ooh, you're gonna regret those words. The neighbor from across the street painted the walls in her bedroom with a bright blue sky color, and I would also love to have the same. I'm gonna knock down the walls, they're gonna see the sky, and they're gonna think I did the paint job. Destroy the walls. Oh, this looks awful. Alright, we demolished the walls. What exactly am I supposed to be doing? Paint some of them. Oh, there's still a wall there. Okay, let's paint that. That is the one load-bearing wall in the entire house. I can open the windows. We need air in here to dry all of the paint. This is very, very, very slow. I could make it go so much faster. All I need to do is actually do the objective. But I don't want to! There is a way. Somehow, we're gonna be able to do this. Can I paint the outside? Will that progress the objective? Oh, this is gonna be a stealth house. I'm going to paint literally all of this. You won't be able to tell that there's a house here. Gotta open the windows, let air outside so the paint can dry. Boo. Okay, we're done. The house is now invisible. Alright. This is somehow an acceptable job. Additional walls.
Good afternoon. I need some alterations made to my 2-room house. Please divide the bedroom.
What space is this? Wait a minute. Who made this house? Was it me? Let's take the vent. Let's make this incredibly dangerous. I need to buy a bed grill. Bed grill, you say? The grill fury. Won't let me put it inside. We can take the stove. Alright, there's your bed grill. Destroy walls. Can do. These ones, right? Alright. It's telling us we have to build walls. We'll make a jail cell. There we go. You can't get through here. You can't get through here. We have successfully imprisoned the child. Give me that 2 grand. What is this? Save me from these horrible colors, honey. Winky. Here's the deal. The wall colors hurt my eyes. Cry so much that I can't stand the look of them. You need to repaint all the walls with normal colors before my cousin returns from the gallery. Okay, so we can add in photos into the game from my desktop. I'm sure you've probably seen like Dolly Mini. For some reason, this is the very first thing I came up with. Uncle Sam in the Wrong Dimension. Which sounds like a book title. But I've had this sitting in my downloads folder for like a month. Let's make this as big as possible. This job was all about like covering up artistically like wild colors, and we're gonna undo all of that. Look at that. That's basically like Twitter last month. $6,000 more dollars? I can make like another 6 of those. I have another one sitting in my downloads folder. I took a look at like the Lego games on Steam and thought like, what would happen if I said, give me Mr. Incredible in a Lego world? This is quite the powerful pose it gave me. I think that belongs in the bedroom. I can bring in 5 more images. These are the only 2 I had in mind. You think we can get all of these through Dolly? Okay, so let's do a quick tour. The Predator. Camouflaged house. Hiding in the bushes. Ready to attack any intruders. You come in. Everything's normal. So you think, as you go to sleep, Mr. Incredible will watch over you. Anyone standing in that pose is completely trustworthy. In the living room here, we have a fantastic novel, which is Uncle Sam in the Wrong Dimension. Cats are always fun to watch, so we have a nice, cute cat picture for you to look at any given time. If you're watching a scary movie, all you have to do is look up like 2 inches, and you'll be calmed right down. Coming over into the bedroom, we have Twitch.tv and its soulless brethren. And as we go into the basement, we have me to welcome you, and then if you sneak behind the fake wall, you see the evidence. That's a job done. Good morning. I hope you can help me. I desperately need help. I am retired and not in the best of health. I currently own an apartment that I've been renting to students for many years, and it's been fine up until this point, but this year, unfortunately, I rented to a bad bunch of students, and let me tell you, they were little shits. They didn't pay on time, so I went to check things out. And when I opened the door, I almost had a heart attack. I am suffering from a heart attack right now. I'm in the hospital. I am getting treatment as I am typing this email. The whole house was a pigsty. There was trash, liquor bottles, and mud everywhere. I finally got them evicted, but the mess still remains. Some of the furniture and radiators are missing. Can you please clean up my house and make it suitable for new tenants so I can put this mess behind me? If you're a person with fear of cockroaches, in the general game options you can change cockroaches into pieces of glass. So the game gives you this warning, and it gives you the option to deal with the fear of cockroaches. But if I can switch out of the game, we can see Steam here. It gave me some inventory items, and the first one it gave me was a cockroach nest. Surprisingly enough, we are going to do this seriously. We're going to do a good job and clean this house. This is gonna take a while, but we're gonna do it. Let's straighten the furniture. Normally, we would call the job done there, but we're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go above and beyond for, I forgot the dude's name, but may he rest in peace in the hospital, and he can rest easy, knowing that we're taking care of his humble abode and his entire livelihood. It's getting quite late, but we won't go home till the job is done. Oh, I forgot to clean the windows. Oh, we can't forget that. A job half done is a job not done at all. That's what I always say. It sure is getting late, but I really want to make sure that Mr. Johnson, or whoever hired us, I don't remember. I really want to make sure that he's pleased and completely satisfied with our work. Oh, this one seems particularly messy, but you know what? We're gonna do an extra thorough job. I'm gonna put my mouse DPI back to normal, and we're gonna make sure we carefully get it all. Every single bit. Okay? We got one more window to clean. I'm gonna put my mouse DPI even lower to be even more careful. You really gotta work it to get this out. Oh, jeez. We may not get paid like any extra to do a careful job like this, but that's perfectly fine with me. It's worth it to see the smile on the customer's happy face. We need to paint this, and that's the job 100% done, but we can do 110%. You know what I always say, a job not done double as much is a job not done at all. Like, look here. This room doesn't have any paint on it at all. And would you look at that? That actually doesn't look the greatest, but it matches the rest of the house, so that's the best we can do. You know what? I feel like we could help furnish this house even a bit more, just to help Mr. Johnson with his business. You know, really make this appealing to potential clients. Bella Rose? $20? Well worth it. This counter space is quite lacking. A nice cutting board, a bread box. Well, if we replace that there, someone would inevitably bump into them and they'd fall, like, in the side area between the fridge or even behind the fridge. We don't want that. Let's be careful and place it in a more sensible place. Knife stand? Need to be able to cook. You want the knives to be nice and accessible. You don't want to have to awkwardly reach over and risk dropping them. Accessible to children. Well, this is a rented house for like college students, which, true, you might consider those children, but the normal sense of children will not normally have access. That's not quite everything, but that'll give them a good start. And I just saw in the menus a piano. Oh, that's $8,000. That's well not worth it for our payment, but Mr. Johnson is gonna love this. Alright, let's get a nice piano bench. I suppose they'll have to work with the chairs. We don't have any benches to provide. These light switches are awfully high. Oh, okay. Oh well. Actually, we're gonna reposition every single light switch in the house. Oh, this yard. We may not have the tools exactly required to clean this, but you know, I'm not gonna let that stop us. This is a bit unorthodox, so sorry, Mr. Johnson, but if we take this bed, it mows the lawn. Pluck each piece of grass? You bet I will. Anything for Mr. Johnson. It flattens the lawn, yes, but this is just unkept and messy. And that really gives you, like, anxiety and stressors in life. Having a clean space, especially where you live, is very, very important. So we're gonna give people ease and just clean this up. We may not do a absolutely perfect job, but we'll do a good job. And it'll be much better. You know, leave the world a better place. Leave everything cleaner than when you... I completely butchered that quote. Leave it cleaner than when you found it, or something. There's some quote in there. And that's what I always say. Okay, that's nowhere near a full job done, but it's much better than how we left it, and that'll have to do. Look at this. We started with a mess, everything was disheveled, furniture was thrown about everywhere, trash was everywhere, and now it's all clean and pristine. You know, Mr. Johnson, or whatever his name was, I don't remember it, was talking about how he nearly had a heart attack with what the students living here did to his humble abode, that he entrusted in their care, and now we've really put his heart at ease. But this room is quite... this room could use a bit more to it, you know? I feel like there's something we could do here to really tie it all together, to really put Mr. Johnson's heart at rest. We are going to make a crime scene and get Mr. Johnson framed. See, who in their right mind would spend over an hour cleaning and doing a super thorough job, going above and beyond just to frame this guy by setting up a fake crime scene? Well, we're crazy enough to do that. But would the police believe that? I don't think so. Mr. Johnson is going away for a very, very long time. I'll make sure of that. This can be the murder weapon. There can be several potential murder weapons. We're gonna make this very confusing. We'll make this seem premeditated. We'll hide knives all throughout the rest of the house to make it seem like Mr. Johnson really wanted to make sure he had every opportunity to get back at those little shits who ruined and trashed his place. This escalated quickly. Oh, hell yeah, it did. There's another knife. We could put it back here. If they're in the bathtub, can easily reach over, grab that. And then otherwise, when people are coming in, the door opens, it blocks that. They won't notice. That's a well-hidden knife, if I do say so myself. Or if Mr. Johnson would say so. Can hide it under the radiator. This can be the 1,000-degree knife. Perfect. Okay, we have knives here. I said earlier, easily accessible. Wink, wonk, wink. Let's get another one. This is a big room. I think hiding over here might be Mr. Johnson's best bet and not getting caught. Under there, that's pretty good. Let's get, like, extra furniture to keep that hidden. Classic book set. No one will know. All Mr. Johnson has to do is sweep the books out, and then he has a knife and a queen. If you're not familiar with chess, those are the best pieces in the game. He will be unstoppable. We have the piano here, so if Mr. Johnson really wanted to, he could grab the knife, cut out some piano wire, and use it as the murder weapon, which actually would be much better than just having a premeditated piece of wire sitting ready to choke someone, because that could get him arrested. Who in their right mind would come up with the elaborate plan of buying a $8,000 piano to cut out a single wire and use that as the weapon? Who would do that? I mean, a genius, because no one would guess that that's what happened. No one will know. Alright, let's get a few more knives. That's decent. We need to block that, though, so no one will see it. Oh, Bob's stuffed penguin! It doesn't fit. Donkeys? Let's have the donkeys. They don't go up there either. Have the little bunny. Yes, 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 yes. No, it doesn't fit. Okay, I may have to reposition the knife. Okay, this room won't have a knife. So if the police search the premises, not every single room will have a knife. It'll throw them off. They'll be expecting one. And they'll be so distracted trying to find one in here that they won't realize that Mr. Johnson just snuck away. Under the door. I think that works like about as well as it could. Might not normally see that. And then it blends in. Look at that. So the knives are placed. Let's work on the crime scene. Let's get a nice axe. That'll really throw them off. Yeah. Okay, we'll say that Mr. Johnson does like woodworking here. And then there's also a knife in here. Somehow, it cannot be Mr. Johnson. Hang on, I just realized. We are both trying to frame Mr. Johnson and also try to make it seem like he couldn't have possibly done this. Okay, this is all part of the master scheme. So we'll make it seem like he's trying to hide it. Surely that's another offense. We have a rake. What kind of rake is this? I was hoping we could have it outside. Like we could place rakes everywhere. So then people would step on them and it would work as like home defense. But we can do other things. Sauna? He could burn the bodies. Wait, burn the bodies. Is there a fireplace? $1,000 Winterverna fireplace. To really cast suspicion on Mr. Johnson, we'll place the fireplace outside. We'll make the bricks red just like the rest of the house so it blends in. People won't notice until it's too late. There's a place to dispose of the bodies. Okay, and then we leave like the weeds over here so it's all overgrown. People won't want to come over here and be like, haven't gotten around to cleaning out there yet. So then people have no reason to come over here. That'll be his excuse to keep this hidden. Okay, we have a few guns. I think Mr. Johnson would be classy. He'd have a revolver or 6. So let's also have a few guns. Let's we'll have guns pointed at the neighbors at all times for every single window. Gun there, gun there, gun in the chair. So if the neighbors come by, they're like, "Hey, Mr. Johnson, what's going on?" "Oh my God, is that a gun?" And then they'll be dead because they'll go off. It's automatic home defense, and that way there are no witnesses. See, those are heat-seeking guns. They target any witnesses who come by when the actual murder is happening. And then, once again, that's a distraction maneuver. Because if suddenly people are dying out on the streets, police are going to investigate that and not what's happening in the house. And this is all going to be used against Mr. Johnson in court. What a mastermind he will appear to be. Wink, 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 wink. And we have a sewer drain. This can be used to like drain the blood. Oh, let's have some gas cylinders around the house. So this makes the place prone to spontaneously combusting. And if a fire goes off, it'll make sure all of the evidence is cleared. See, this is the last failsafe. Let's have some gasoline canisters. Let's place a few outside in front of the fire. So that's how we can start the chain reaction of the last failsafe, clearing all the evidence. Yes, let's have 2. Because there's a whole bunch of water stuff here that might put out the fire. We need extra fuel. Let's get the other type. Here we go. Flamethrower fuel. One there. If you open the wrong side of the door, you'll trip on that. Okay, and let's make sure we have an extra one in the actual murder room to make sure the actual evidence gets burnt. And then for Mr. Johnson's survival, a survival barrel, we're gonna make it dark green. So what will happen is if the fires go off, or if Mr. Johnson has to set off the fires while still inside the house, he can climb inside the survival barrel and survive. That's what it does. It's in the name. And then it's colored dark green, so blend in with the jungle of grass once everything's said and done, and no one will find him. Okay, let's have a second one elsewhere as a failsafe. Oh, we should have a few shovels in case he wants to bury the body instead of burn it. Have a couple spares over here, and have one sticking out there. So that's not where he's gonna actually bury the body, but it might seem like it is. Once again, distraction. He might be able to pass off some of this stuff as Halloween decorations. Clown mask! That way he can get away, he can hide his identity. Oh, let's have a few of those. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. People are gonna think it's Halloween when they come in, like trick or treat. Give me candy. And then he's like, oh, but it's trick or treat. And it looks like you got a trick. Oh, Mr. Johnson is going away for life. Oh, coffin. Okay, once again, distraction maneuver. Then we have the actual one, the actual distraction. I mean, if the police are listening, the actual one, wink wink. And then we'll place the real one inside, where no one will suspect. This can be our piano bench. That's amazing. We'll have a black cat, so then anyone who comes will see the black cats. They know that means bad luck. And then when things go wrong, Mr. Johnson can pass it off as, oh, that's just bad luck. You saw the black cats. Okay. Now my game is starting to lag. Let's have CCTV. So this way, when the police question Mr. Johnson, he can be like, oh, wait, I have CCTV footage. And then the footage he'll show the police will be faked. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap out the fake footage for our own fake footage to make sure Mr. Johnson goes away for a very long time. We started with like $38,000. So the last step. Now we're gonna set up the crime scene. Alright. Oh, and then we can have some blood like going through the rest of the house because he got some everywhere. The victim tried to run through the house, and then Mr. Johnson had to drag it out to the back and clean everything up. It was a whole mess. But let's leave a blood trail. Going outside. Look at that. And then heading out as part of a distraction maneuver once again to really juke out the police. It's gonna go both directions, both to the fireplace and to the actual coffin, and to the fake coffins. You know? They won't know what hit him. And also to the piano room. So then they won't know the cause of death. Perfect. Alright, that might be just about everything. Okay, so this seems like a completely normal house, looking from the outside. Now, of course, if the police can start the investigation, they'll be like, oh, I see exactly what happened in here. But how are they gonna know? How are they gonna know to start that? We are going to leave, quite literally, a blood trail. Mwah. It's perfect. Mr. Johnson is going away for life, and my job here is done. Complete that job.